術式順天青
Hello everyone, my name is Troy and welcome to Maximum Output Training. Welcome to Lower Body Day. High emphasis on excluding dynamic effort lower. As of last week, I kind of said I was redlining. I was getting stressed out a little bit more. I was not enjoying training as much and I felt like I was dragging ass in the gym. And I always felt like, how am I feeling? How is the lift gonna go? Where I was more excited to get in the gym to get stronger, but now I've actually pulled the plug on strength training specifically to get stronger at the big three. Obviously getting stronger comes hand in hand with building muscles. So I have kind of pivoted my goals to put getting stronger at the big three on the back burner and focusing more on building more muscle. So yeah, that was quite the, this is like week one of the rewritten training program that I've written out for myself. Day 1 and 2, upper lower, is geared a little bit more towards strength, where it's not specific towards getting stronger at the big three. It's just getting stronger on the lifts. Like I put safety squat bar and conventional deadlifts because those will help build muscle. And obviously the safety squat bar takes stress off my shoulders, so that's always a plus. So who knows? It's basically just to get more comfort for my shoulder. Hopefully that heals up and I can, I don't know, still work towards a goal and still getting a little bit stronger on lifts. And who knows in the future if it carries over to my squat or deadlift. But that is not the main concern right now. It's just building more muscle and see if I can get jacked, if I can get jacked at 149 pounds. So like I said a little bit ago, day 1 and 2, upper lower, is more geared towards strength stuff. And day 3 and 4 is more hypertrophy. So I was going to do safety squat bar on day 3 or day 2 of lower body day. But since it's more hypertrophy based, I will be doing Hatfield squats for the first exercise of lower body day, hypertrophy day. I haven't like geared anything towards it yet. And it's going to be sets of 10. There's no going to be any type of percentages based off the lifts of 3 and 4, mostly day 3, because I can actually squat and deadlift and play with percentages, but I'm just going to like omit that so I can like relieve some stress in my brain of actually trying to hit these percentage based numbers versus just by going by feel and just progressively overloading. So we're going to play with Hatfield squats. We're playing with 175 pounds for sets of 10. I haven't decided between 3 to 5 sets yet. I'm going to gear it towards probably 3 sets as of right now. And we're going to do it beltless. I'm still going to have my knee sleeves on. And I'm throwing heels back into the mix to emphasize a little bit more knee travel. And hopefully it doesn't piss off my knees this time because I'm using lighter weights. So maybe my knees will be a little bit more bulletproof. And I can emphasize a little bit more quads. So I warmed up a little bit. I really like these from last week when I started that new training cycle block dynamic effort wave, and I really enjoyed it. But 155 pounds was a little too easy. So we're doing 175 just to slowly progress and get more accumulated to the Hatfield squat and to the weights. So yeah, let's do it. Sets of 10, 175. It is not based off any 1 rep max. It's going by feel. And that's what basically day 3 and 4 is going to be mostly based on in terms of weight and reps, but still trying to progressively overload through the next coming weeks. So I'm hoping that this training cycle is going to last between 8 to 10 weeks, no deloads in between, and slowly progress on either reps or sets. Sorry, reps and weight. All right, so 175 Hatfield squats for 10 with heels, beltless. Let's do this. That felt pretty easy. I'll probably stay at 175 pounds just to really ingrain the movement of Hatfield squats, especially since I'm throwing in heels now where I normally squat in flats, flat shoes. So yeah, that felt really good. I'm going to stay at 10 reps, but I think instead of doing 3 sets, I'm going to bump it up to 5. It might be a little bit too much volume in terms of squatting, because I do almost like a 5x5 on day one for lower body strength. I guess I'll just title the videos probably like lower strength, upper strength, lower hypertrophy, or lower hyper, short for hypertrophy, and then upper hyper. So just to make titles a little bit easier. So yeah, pulling the plug on conjugate for the time being, even though I could probably continue with conjugate for squat and deadlift. But I think just like trying to de-stress and not gear it towards big three, because as of right now, if I just focus more on deadlift, I'll be stressing out about that getting stronger versus the squat and especially the bench. So I think just kind of taking a step back from training specifically the big three will probably put my mind at ease a little bit more. I can pivot a little bit better towards building muscle. And since I won't be in the gym for like 2.5 hours, especially on like the lower body days, I'll be out of the gym within 90 minutes. So I can do other things as well and recover a little bit better. But yeah, this week was the first week. It was an interesting week, going through a weird lifting identity crisis because I want to fucking send it on these lifts. So yeah, injuries and setbacks will humble you on lifting programs and lifting in general versus just being weak at a movement, in my opinion. So yeah, that was, it's going to be an interesting 8 to 10 weeks, but I'm excited for it. And hopefully I can make some gains. So let's just hit this next set and I'll talk to you in a bit. 8, 9. These feel pretty good. Feeling the emphasis on the quads a little bit more. Could be placebo because I'm doing something new and using heels. But yeah, the Hatfield, feeling really good. If you're kind of new here and you're witnessing me or watching me do Hatfields and I'm using the dip attachment, it's easier to set up and I don't have to put the barbell and get flung off from the J-hooks, not being secured on the J-hooks properly. I do my best to not use the handles for a lot of assistance, but it's there if I kind of need it a little bit, just for like stability and just help me up just a little bit. But I do my best to put it more on the quads and my upper back. But yeah, you can only do Hatfields with a proper SSB that's balanced. So it's best if you get an SSB where it's not in line with the handles and the camber in line together like this, where you want the camber set off a little bit and the handles kind of like this. So they're offset. So you pretty much have perfect balance when the bar sits on your back. As you can probably see when I was doing the lift, it might have been moving side to side, but it's not moving back or pitching me forward because it's super unbalanced. It pitches me forward because of the offset camber, which will hit my upper back a little bit more. But feeling pretty good. We're gonna get to this last set and I'll catch you for the next accessory. So I'll catch you later. Hatfield squats done. Sets of 10 at 175 was beautiful. Felt really good on the quads. I'm going to stay at 3 sets for now. This is just still an experimental stage, especially for week 1. So it's just to get back in the swing of trying to figure out Hatfield squats. And now we on to the next movement exercise. Is going to be 3-inch conventional deficit deadlifts. Conventional 3-inch deficit pulls, deadlifts, whatever you want to call it. We're going to do sets of 8, and we are going to stay at 185 pounds. I was going to do 225, but I still want to continue with beltless work on the hypertrophy days. So really trying to more emphasize building more muscle versus just getting stronger at everything. But like I said, muscle building and getting stronger, I believe are hand in hand. So might as well just go for it, especially with the next exercise I have afterwards. I just don't want to impede that as well, but I don't want to make it feel like I'm not trying hard. So it's still in the experimental stage. I don't want to go over 8 to 10 reps on deadlifts. I think that is just gonna like destroy my back, especially when I have good mornings next, which I'm trying to emphasize a little bit more for hamstrings and low back. This one is just low back and overall general strength. So Like, yeah, I just believe conventional deadlift will have more of a muscle building effect versus sumo. That's just my opinion. Versus sumo is just more for strength for me anyways. Not like you cannot build muscle doing sumo deadlifts, but I like conventional a little bit better for building muscle, especially with like back traps and all of the above. So yeah, conventional 3-inch deficit pulls, 185 for 8. This is probably gonna be super easy. I'm like gunning through this workout pretty easily. But yeah, I just don't want to destroy myself on week 1, and then I can kind of gauge from there. So let's do it. 7. Not gonna lie, that was actually a pretty good start. Obviously, I will up the weight. Woo! Got a little lightheaded there. I think I definitely will stay at 8 reps. Stay there for now. Yeah, that felt pretty good. 185, definitely upping the weight for next week. I'm gonna stay here for now, and I'll catch you for the next exercise. Deadlifts done, sets of 8 at 185. Felt pretty good, pretty easy, pretty light. Definitely will up the weight for next week or go to sets of 10, but probably won't go beyond that. Yeah, felt pretty good. It's really nice that I don't actually it kind of sucks that I can't go a little bit heavier, but it's kind of humbling me back down that I don't send it because it's for a good cause of trying to build muscle versus strength. So really pulling back is a real nail biter, but like I said, it's for a good cause. So it's whatever. I'll slowly progress at it. But yeah, I don't want to go balls to the wall in the first week. So still trying to get the feel for it. Just like for this next exercise, it's going to be safety squat bar good mornings for sets of 8 to 10 with 115 pounds, still continuing with beltless stuff. We'll see how this goes. It might be a little bit too heavy, but we'll see how it goes. So let's do it. 8, 9. That felt fucking awkward, just because I'm not using my belt. So really emphasizing bracing my core when I'm not pushing it into anything. Feels like I'm not bracing at all. So luckily it is lighter weights. So if I do the weights that I kind of want to use with a belt, I should do less without a belt. Kind of retrain my body, relearn my body how to brace without a belt, because I've been using a belt for so damn long and I use it for everything pretty much. So yeah, it's a good idea that I'm not pushing weights, practicing more form and technique, practicing bracing, and I'll go from there. So I'm gonna do one more exercise and I'll catch you for that. Last exercise of the video, we're doing Nordic curls with band assist because, well, I don't really have a full contraption for Nordic curls. It's basically me just jamming my feet and the bottom of my feet into the bar back here from the squat rack. And that's how I kind of like stay put as best as I can. And I'm also not strong enough to do body weight right now with this contraption. So I'm getting assistance with the band. And since it is the program is more geared towards bodybuilding and building muscle, I'm really trying to hammer out hamstrings a little bit harder because I don't have any hamstring contraptions here. And I can only do so much stiff leg deadlifts, good mornings, and like only so much hip hinge stuff as much as I can. I can do leg curls and stuff like that, but I don't get the stimulus, I guess you can say, because it feels like I could just go forever and it feels like nothing. So the Nordic curls, I can change the band tension as I get a little bit stronger at these, and I can like last a little bit longer on these, so I don't get bored of them or I don't cap them out. Versus if I do like a leg curl with a band or doing stability ball leg curls, which I do for warm-ups. So I'm just trying to incorporate a hip hinge and some sort of curl, which Nordic curl obviously can help with building my hamstrings. So emphasis on the Nordic curls for this day. So hopefully I get some hamstrings because, well, like I said, I don't have a hamstring curl contraption. So I got to do what I can do in the home gym. So we are doing Nordic curls, like I said, sets of 20 with the band, and then go from there. So I'm really trying to hammer out my hamstrings. Lots of volume, lots of sets, lots of reps, so I can at least stimulate the hamstring a little bit. So yeah, got to do what you can. Let's do it. 18. Oh, 20. Holy fuck. That feels amazing. I fucking love Nordic curls. I love the glute ham raises. When I had access to one, and when I had one, glute ham raises was probably my favorite. Like hamstring accessory, curling for building the hamstrings. I just absolutely love that movement. This is quite the progress, I guess, because when I introduced these, I want to say a few months ago, I was using a green band, which is slightly stronger than this, and I wrapped it around my body, and I could only do like between, I think, 12 and 20 there. It's quite a big range, but I'm glad like I'm down to a purple band. And instead of wrapping around my body where I can get the most band tension, I played around with hand grips. And if I go a certain grip like this way, I get less tension. And then obviously as I get closer together with the hands, it's not as much band tension. And then once I kind of cap this out, which I think I already am, I can go down to a lesser band. But I don't have any lesser bands at the moment because they're all broken. I could do the lightest band I have, which is like the black bands I have for like when I used to do max effort stuff against bands. I could do that. But I'm not too sure how that'll be. I think I'll be still too weak to use them. Maybe I'll just double up and it'll be a little bit less than this, maybe. I don't know. I'll play around with it, see how it goes. Yeah, it's nice. Fucking love Nordic curls. So that's it. Comment, rate, subscribe, all that fun stuff. If you want some online coaching, there's some stuff in the description below, and we can book a fitness consultation for 20 minutes, and then we can go from there. Excuse me. If you want to follow me on Instagram, it's at maximumoutput_training. You can also chat to me there. I upload twice a day, every day, and we can also, like I said, chat there, and we see if I can help you on your fitness goals. And until next time, I will catch you for another training vlog next week. And who knows what it might be, because like I'm not doing max effort stuff. There's no like super designated like special day. It's just going to be a training vlog between a strength day and a hypertrophy day. All right. Have a great day, guys. Peace.